I just made a little bit of a video, but oh man, the first part of it messed up. And before that, I couldn't see if it was making it very blurry, and on and on. But basically, it's been two things in a row. When I left my home, I asked Adam if he wasn't going to go, and he was very, very judgmental. And since he's been retired, you know how people talk about if they were homemakers, even if they worked, you know, and then someone retires, and it's like, oh my goodness, really? You know, he's been mansplaining stuff to me. Okay, no. I have told him it's been, September was a year, and this is March 8th. And I told him, do not mansplain stuff to me. You know what he's trying to mansplain to me? Homemaking. And he also thinks he gets to tell me to where I can and cannot go. I am not kidding. And I mean, I've known him for over 40 years. It's been 45, hasn't it? And somewhere around there. And yeah, no, he should know. You do not do those things. You do not try to act like you are the man and I am the woman, and that he rules. I'm not kidding. This stuff, and I have totally explained to him. But I mean, I'm not going to make excuses for him. I know that there's something going on with his family that is beyond their control, and it's very. I mean, his family of origin. You know, what in the world is that? Those people who makes places for cats to live would love that. But they make them out of stuff like that. Anyway, you know, that's no excuse for him. It was like he was trying to pick a fight. I'm out of here. No, I'm not there for that. So I get on the road, and I'm driving down this part of the road. It's very beautiful out there, and it goes downwards, and it weaves in and out. It's only one lane going each direction. So there's one lane going that way, one going that way. There's a sign, you know, those little road bumps that say you cannot pass. There's no shoulder, there's no median. Okay, and it's right there in front of the fire station, part of it is, and which they are always the police. Now, I am one who abides by the law. Nobody's going to be paying my ticket if I got a ticket for speeding, and I'm not one to speed. Okay, so the speed limit was 35. I was going 35, and this man got behind me, and I know it's a man, and got behind me, and in a big truck. I would call it a Bubba truck. Yeah, it wasn't one of those old ones, but it wasn't a new one either. And I think it was a truck, or it might have been a big SUV. Anyway, I was just so, what? He got on my tail, because apparently I was going the speed limit, and shame on me. Shame on me, because I actually go the speed limit. That's how the mentality is too much these days. It's nothing new, but it's too much these days. Okay, people are going to tailgate because they want to go faster, and they think on a road where you can't pass, and the other people are not going to go what you think is the speed. I'm not getting a ticket for somebody, and I'm not breaking the law for somebody, and it is the law. Okay. And so he rode my tail, and I just kept going my speed limit, period. That's what I'm always going to do. What is the speed limit? I am not speeding for anybody, period. And so then there's a place where it divides 2 lanes, and I flip him off. He's not up there to see that, but then he stopped, and he looked at me. You know, when he got close to me, he just stopped right there, and there was like 2 car spaces in front, and I looked over at him, and this man is older than I. I'm serious. And he's doing his hands and all this, and I guess there's an older woman sitting there on that, probably older than me too. And I look at him, and I'd make the number 3, 5. And he's like, yes, it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't flip him off. I did my mom's wave sign that she always would do, that wave sign that, means that's what she would say when she would do it. She does, it's like a, I don't know what you call it, but a curve of your hand and go whoosh, like you're whooshing somebody away, swishing them away or something. And she said, and walk off when she was mad about something, or somebody said something that was wrong on TV or whatever. So anyway, I did that and just kept going. And what did he think he was going to do? Tell me that, yeah, it's 35, so you better go faster? Like this road right here is 30, by the way. This one is 30. The one that's parallel to it, the one I was just on it, at that part, when you get down further, it's 35. It used to be 40 at this end, which confused everybody. Okay, this end on that street, it made no sense all of a sudden. Now they've built those senior living communities, so I guess they changed it to 35 before then. Anyway, so two things back to back, you know what I'm saying? And then the video, see how the video, what I'm seeing is it gets blurry and it goes in and out. I don't know why, it just does. Yeah, oh well, the phone is probably 2.5 years old. You know how that goes. I've had phones since, I guess, the 1990s. And as soon as they're 2.5 is their limit, man. It's their limit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think I told that story about the woman that worked for one of them that I used to have before. I changed, this is my third. The second one was the first one, that one that I worked at, I was using before. She, started speaking of, I'm going too fast all of a sudden. And the people in front and behind me were trying to go even faster. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out, where did they move this store? I guess right here. Anyway. I'm not going to try to make that. Look at how fast that one's going. Anyway, that the first one, the woman was on the phone and she said, I said, what is the phone? Because my phone wasn't working right. And I called him to say, what do I do when it does this? And I said, wait, let me guess. It's 2.5 years old. She checks and she says, you're not going to believe this, and I'm not joking. And she had started laughing. She said, I'm not joking. It is exactly today. 2.5 years old, 2.5 years ago when you bought it. Okay, and then the next, but with that one, they had a cell tower, and they wouldn't fix it. They said not enough people. Anyway, they said that not enough people were complaining about it to fix it. I changed. Well, that was such a messed up. Did you see that? Oh man, where's this guy gonna go? He's just letting somebody off. Letting him out. But he's probably grumbling. But who did you see was right? And that's the person that's with disabilities trying to get into that spot. Awkward spot. The one behind him was going too close to them. Yeah. I saw the first one is right, not the back one. Anyway, the next one, what was the next one? Oh, when we got the phones, we were supposed to have gotten it at a certain price. Okay, why are you so close to my car? Because you're texting? Oh my. Anyway, I'm trying to put my shoe on. I had wanted to change my shoes. But what was I saying? The second one, they, whenever they signed us up, the guy that signed us up, said, oh, I can't, it might be expired from the time that, the time that you, I'm telling you, I don't know about today. I have a shirt on. I bought it from Temu, and I'm not sponsored. I was never one to wear shirts with anything on them, like words, I never was one to wear t-shirts, I should say. And I got this t-shirt. Once I saw Temu's, T-E-M-U, some would say Temu.com, and I ordered some new ones recently. I haven't in 3 years. When they first came out, 2 years, I don't know how long. I ordered some, and I like them. They're soft. But this one, it says, I have no idea why I got out of bed. And that is today. I mean, it is 5:12 right now. And my day is really kind of just starting. Yeah, I didn't sleep. Couldn't sleep much last night. My mind seems to go in some weird, my somewhat insomnia. What are you doing? Really? Oh my God. It only worse than the guy that was sitting there, drove and parked right next to me, blaring his music. So of course I had to stop. Because yeah, it's probably still going to have that music in it. Part of that music. And I think that actually has happened to me. That because of somebody blaring their music, and all I'm hearing are the beats. The bass. One of these days I'm going to get that right. But I think that happened. But anyway, this is just... So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, this is just... And is it ever not? It is not good scene. God. Unbelievable how rude people have been in this store. Just customers. The woman who worked here, she was really nice. She saw the situation, what it was. And then right after, yet another one. I'm telling you. And once again, yes. People who are wanting to start trouble. I'm videoing it, all of it. Well, no, I'm not. I mean, first part didn't get to video. But rude, rude, rude. Oh. Crunch, there it is. Almost missed. I mean, somebody almost hit somebody. You see this right in front of me? They were driving down that way, and there was a guy who was walking across with a shopping cart. But you know, the person driving apparently thought that they had the road, and they almost hit the guy because they're first. Just like what happened in there. The people who think they're first. I was going toward the restroom. I was at the restroom. I was about to open the women's door. And a woman come walking up, a younger woman. Not somebody my age. And she said, I was looking for the restroom. I said, well, so am I. That's why I'm here. You don't get two people in there. It's one for one. Okay, and anyway, so I go to open the door and it's locked. And I said, I guess somebody's in there, or you need a key. And we need a key to get, you need a key to get in there. And she bangs on the door. I had just knocked on the door. And then she runs off to go get the key for herself. Man, my mouth would not stop. I lost my filter. I actually have a shirt that says I know my filter is broken. And it is. I am serious. I am so tired of people like this. So she ran and got the key. But you wouldn't believe how vocal I was. And there was the woman that worked there brought the key. And I told her what happened right there in front of that woman. And the woman ran to go to the bathroom. I understand having to go to the bathroom. You know, you really can't wait. Because right now I'm on 4 diuretics a day. I'm supposed to take, I've been taking 4 for the past 3 days. Because whenever my edema comes up, that's what I'm supposed to do, take 4 instead of 3 a day. And but I think I'm a little too dehydrated, so I'm not going to take it today. Today would be the 4th day to take 4. Got all that. What is this? This is freaky. This guy right here, seems like everywhere I go, he goes. I'm not kidding. It's a Silverado 4-door, and when he drove past me, he just kept staring at me. Honestly, I just need to get home and away from the craziness. But I left. Adam was, yeah. Oh boy, I'm not even going to go there again. But anyway, oh my goodness, what a day. But when I was in there, so that woman did that, you know, that she was first. And so the woman that brought the key to open it up for her, I just stood there telling her what I said. Yeah, that woman was extremely rude. I said I was here before her, and the woman that had the key. She goes, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I said, I'm not saying you, I'm saying her. She was extremely rude. And she was walking in the restroom, you know, she had just gotten, she could hear me. And I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. And I said, what is it going to be, the whole family? Because her family came up. So it was going to be me, fourth or fifth person. Seriously. And I was, oh man, I was livid. But not really. I'm a mild-mannered person as it is, but I do have a voice, and I use it. And anyway, she came. I said, she probably will shut the door. So can you wait? She'll probably lock me out. You know, because how rude she's already been. And I said it loud enough for her to hear me. And of course, she left the door open because the woman's standing right next to me, and she smirked. And she said, you know, I mean, she didn't say anything. She just left the door, you know, holding the door for me. She wasn't being nice. She was being smart aleck. Okay. And then, anyway, so then I'm going through the store, and guess what? Her family members, anywhere I turn around, there they were. And my voice, I'm telling you, I got to stop this. Because that's just not the right way to be. And I know it's not the right way to be. This was just, forgive me, seriously. The woman that was standing there, she came so close. She stood right next to me. This is Texas. We like our wide open spaces. So not the woman that went to the bathroom, but one of her family members come stand right behind me. I did not like that. In the store, on and out. She wasn't looking for it. I mean, I'm talking right there. Not, you know, down the aisle, anything. No, right behind me. Okay, I cannot see. Right here. Okay, I couldn't see to turn, and there was another one of those Bubba trucks. And right behind me, like, you know, they're going to, you know what they're going to do. They're going to start honking. Because they want to go, and it didn't even go behind me, and it had plenty of room. Yep, another Bubba truck. So, anyway, man, I'm just telling you. I don't know what to say anymore. This was bad. I mean, bad in that kind of sense, you know, with just people being rude. But anyway, and it didn't stop there, but I was talking about my, I shouldn't have said this, but I did. And the woman, I mean, stood right behind me. It freaked me out. I was worried that stuff in my purse was going to be stolen. You know, I lock my purse in the belt, you know, that little belt thing that you put for kids when you're buckling them in, the buckle thing, not belt buckle. You know what I'm saying? I wrap that around my clip, the handles on my purse. Always have for many, many, many years. And so if somebody tries to take it, well, they're going to take a shopping cart along with them. Yeah, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Anyway, and I had it there, and I had it shut, and it was right next to me. But no, she was going to stand right behind me, and she walked off. And as she walked off, I said, "How rude!" And the woman come back around the corner, looked at me, and then she leaned back and said, "This is a bunch of bitches." Shame on me. No, really, I should not laugh, and I should not do that. That is not me. And like I say, I've got to repair this filter. And it's really not me to do that. And it's not right to do it. Oh, look at that little doggy. Well, cute. Little doggies usually bite my heels, so. Big dog was the big German Shepherds. And then, but other dogs, they don't bother me. They don't bite me. When I was little, when I was young. That's what would happen to me. Those little bitty dogs, like Chihuahuas. I don't know what that one is, but is it Pomeranian? Maybe, I don't know. And then German Shepherds. That was it. Anyway, I'm telling you. And then that woman walked off, the one that I said that to. And I guess I should thank my lucky stars. They didn't all come back at me, come after me, seriously. Okay, those were adults. Anyway, this is a college right here. where a lot of them live, right there. And anyway, student housing. They used to not have that as student housing, but I taught there, by the way. Anyway, so then somebody else came right after that woman. They were basically following me, and they're trying to, like, they're going to threaten me or something. I don't know if that was their purpose or what, or if it was just coincidental, but come on. These days it's when somebody does something wrong, they're going to say it's you. They're going to turn it around, play the victim, and that whole histrionic thing, the behaviors that are rather histrionic is to, victimize people and then play the victim. But I'm telling you, my filter, and the reason I say this, I am trying to be a good person. And I think the best way a person can find out how to be a good person. I mean, I've always been a good person. I'm just trying to be better at it. And these days and times, whenever there's so much out there that is just so harsh. You just go into the store, look at what happened. To me, I mean, I didn't even cover all of it. But just to go to the store is such a big drama. And I am like the least histrionic person. I'm just like chill. I really am. I'm very chill. And I don't play games and all that. I really don't. I'm surprised I didn't say stand in line and wait your turn. That's the unfiltered thing that comes out of my mouth most often. Is stand in line and wait your turn. And it shocks them so much they just, oh. Didn't you learn that in grade school? Probably. But really, I am a kind of, like I said, like a chill person. But here we are, dealing with people who they're first and all that. I went into the wrong lane. Sure did. And then this person behind me is going to be mad because they're going to want to go 40, 50, 60. And this is the road where a lot of people do that. This is the road that when I start off, but it's at the other end. This road is 35. They have plenty of police, especially in there and down there where the fire station is. But people will get on your tail, and when you're driving the speed limit, no way. Well, you're supposed to do that. And too many, not everybody, but too many. Well, that person turned, so I'm not worried. And I don't not really get worried anyway. I just don't like that behavior. People think they're going to push you off the road. They're going to make you drive the speed limit they want. And you know what? Adam is one of those types. He admits it. And when he heard me the past few years, when he had started working, he started working from home when he was in 2025, and retired in September of not last year, but the year before. September was a year, in other words. And he goes places with me. He's older than I am. He goes with places with me, and he finally told me one day. He said, well, I do that. I said, yeah, I know. I don't let him drive me anywhere anymore. He got real dangerous one time. Well, he's always been like that. I'm telling you, I think that he's, I've always questioned if he was ADHD, really. And so I don't let him drive me anywhere at all anymore. Nowhere. If I have to go to the hospital, I drive myself. Okay, see this sign right here? It says 30. I'm telling you, I truly believe that for all the years that I've lived here, it said 35. Okay, seriously. And that was the first one that I noticed. But this year, I think it has been 3 or 4 now signs, speed limit signs that have changed. I was talking about one of them, but that was a few years ago. But this year, I think it's been 3 or 4. It just changed, and I wonder about that. Why did they change them? What's going on that they changed them? And the bad thing about it is the people, this road right here, I used to sit here. And I used to sit here, and then when I turned that road right there, there's another place I used to sit. But people would drive by me, and the other, this is a park right here, the other side of it. And people would drive so fast, it was scary. The last time that I parked at the park to make videos, it was, I think it was the last time. And a couple, they looked like they were couples, let's just say they were. And one was driving a guy, the man was sitting next to her. There was a little small car, and they were around, I'd say in their 50s, and they passed by too close. The next thing I know, they were back going by me. And they had to go around this whole block. There's no other way to do it. They had to go around the whole block to be in that direction to come back by me yet again. And I don't know how in the world they got around that block that fast. It was like, shoom, all of a sudden. And they got real close that second time, even closer. And you think they're going 30? But no, yeah, they weren't that fast. But some of this, and coming from the other direction, coming this way, down there past the stop sign, people fly through there like you wouldn't believe. And you can't see them if people park right there on the corner, and they often do. On the corner in front of me, not that corner, but in front of me, on the other side of that road. So many will park right there, and you can't see the people who are coming down that road, and they're flying. It's so dangerous. It really is. And I have sat here making many videos in the past, and you would hear me say, whoa, you're getting too close, like that, because they would. And they would drive really fast. So maybe, I don't know why they changed the sign, if it had anything to do with that or not. But there was something I was thinking yesterday. I might put it on a video even. Maybe they did it for this reason, but I think it's more like, maybe that's what it is now. Maybe it changed. Who knows? That all of them had to be 30 now. I saw today somebody was showing their streets, on their video or something. The street sign was 15 in a school zone. Here it's 20. So it was interesting. I guess they got to think about the speed limits these days. Yeah, not like many people mind them. Not where I live. So wrapping it up.